Oh my goodness. I don't have any lights. None of my lights are on, y'all. So just, and my bambino is in the back today. Um, I'm gonna see if anybody gonna roll on in here, but even if they are not, I wanted to pop in really quickly and talk about this energy. So welcome. My name is iilah Moon. Thank you for tuning into Islah's Insights. I could have turned the TV off, y'all, but it happened so fast. So I was sitting here, and I was like, it's a Sagittarius New Moon. I'm like, let me pull up the chart. You know what I mean? And when I pulled up the chart, I found something so interesting, and I was like, wow. Um, yeah, I think this is definitely an energy to manifest under and to set intentions because it has the potential for major expansion. So I'm not going to be on here long. Hopefully Bob is not too much of a distraction back here. He's just doing him. You know what I mean? Just doing him. And you know what? Today, his birthday was actually yesterday, so he's in his season, and I'm gonna allow him to do him. So anyway, I just want to get into it really quickly. Now, the new moon in Sagittarius is actually happening in about 20 minutes. And it, of course, is in the sign of Sagittarius at 20 degrees, 40 minutes. The moon will be there also, which is why it is a new moon, right? Because, the sun will be there also. Sun and moon meet in the same sign at the same degree is what makes it a new moon, right? So, as we already know, new moons are a powerful time to set intentions. And with this particular new moon, I just feel really good about it. First of all, it's in the sign of Sagittarius, which we know Sagittarius is about expansion and abundance and experience and things of that nature. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter doesn't do anything on a small scale. It makes everything bigger, right? And so with this energy, it correlates directly with themes of abundance, themes of experience, different cultures, long distance travel, philosophy, spirituality, things of that nature. But as Jupiter being the ruler of Sagittarius, Jupiter is known to expand and expand upon anything that it touches, right? So it has this kind of larger than life persona. So with that being said, and it's also known as the planet of blessings, right? And so with that being said, you can really, really get into this energy. So when I looked at the chart and I pulled it, I said, okay, sun and moon, 20 degrees, Sagittarius. Okay, that's cool. And then I looked and I said, oh, that's right. Mars is still traveling behind the sun at 13 degrees Sagittarius, kind of pushing it along because, Mars is our motivation. It's what gets our feet moving, right? And so when it's behind the sun, you kind of have underlined this underlying push that's happening, this pushing you forward, this motivating you to keep moving. And this is already in the sign, and like Sagittarius is the most optimistic sign in the zodiac, right? So this is a energy of optimism. Now, what I will throw an air of caution on is the fact that Mercury stations retrograde a little bit after midnight tonight. I think it's like 2:09 a.m. So technically the 13th. You all keep in mind that anytime I'm stating time frames, it's always going to be Eastern time. I'm on the East Coast, and so adjust for your time zone. But Mercury is stationing retrograde. So you can feel that you are hitting a couple of bumps in the road. There can be some things. Kasai, what are you doing? Come on, baby, because you're about to push my whole little thing over. Thank you. Please turn around. All right. Forgive me. So you can feel like you might hit a couple of bumps in the road, or some slowdowns, or just some things that can come up unexpectedly that you may have to address. That's okay. That's okay. Mercury is going to be retrograde through the end of the year. It doesn't turn direct until January 1st. Kasai, come on, babe, get down. Oh my goodness, y'all. Anyway, Mercury doesn't turn direction to January 1st. But if you plant these intentions now, right? You have the sun, moon, and Mars all working together. And then they are playing nicely with the North Node and Aries. And this is the energy of where we should be moving towards anyway. What we're put here to do during this time. And so with that sun, moon, and Mars all sitting in Sagittarius, and then you have the North Node, and I believe the North Node is like, I wrote it down. I was at 23 degrees Aries. So you're talking about a 3-degree orb. So this is playing nicely with where you're supposed to be going moving forward. You know what I mean? Not to mention Chiron, although still retrograde, is sitting at 15 degrees of Aries. Besides, which means instead of your wounds acting as a deterrent, it instead is playing nicely. It has the energy of possibly overcoming some of those wounds and being able to integrate it so that you can put it towards the greater mission, right? For the greater good. And so this is a really nice energy for manifestation and setting intentions. So I just want to really encourage everyone. It doesn't matter. I heard a couple people say that it was a little crunchy. Mine was okay, but you know, sometimes when Mercury is slowing down like that, or really sitting still at this point because it's stationary, you can have those type of moments. Also, if let's say your mutable energy, not Sagittarius, but other mutable signs, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, it could have been a little bit, especially for Virgo and Pisces, this could have been a little extra challenging, right? Or this energy could just feel, it can feel crunchy because it's not in alignment with how you naturally move. You know what I mean? But if you're willing to lean into it, which is what I always tell people when you're dealing with the energy of the season. You know, it may not be your natural energy. I'm a Cancer. Sagittarius energy is definitely not my natural energy, right? But you learn to lean into and harness the energy and use it for what it can. You don't allow the energy to use you, right? So anyway, with that being said, setting intentions under this new moon can prove beneficial. I'm going to tell you because once Mercury stations direct in January on the 1st, and Jupiter is currently retrograde as well, and Jupiter is the ruler of this new moon. And so, but Jupiter turns direct on the 30th of this month. So setting these intentions now and like setting the intention, holding it, fertilizing it, allowing it to grow. When Jupiter turns direct, I think Chiron turns direct on like the 26th, and then Mercury turns direct on the 1st, you know, can really put some nice momentum behind what it is that you want to bring in. Not to mention, we're 9 days from the winter solstice, which is another really good energy to plant some intentions. As a matter of fact, I'm going to come on and talk about that because there are some things that need to be cleaned up under this winter solstice before we move into the newness of this energy. And you may need to do some things to clean your energy up and reclaim your energy and pull it back in as we prepare to go into this new Gregorian calendar year. We are in the last new moon of the Gregorian calendar year, and I urge you to take a moment, think about what it is that you want to bring in, and set some clear intentions under this energy because it really does. And listen, it's Sagittarius energy, baby. Go big or go home. Don't be setting no little teeny weeny intentions. I'm not going to tell you what kind of intentions to set, but really, this is Sagittarius energy. So it is dialed into abundance and expansion. You know, so this is an energy where you're invited to, you know, you're invited to exaggerate. You can exaggerate it, you know what I mean? And still have the potential to pull it in. Anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to pop in really quickly and talk about this energy because I do personally feel, despite the fact that Mercury is stationed in retrograde tonight and that Jupiter is currently retrograde, I still feel like this is an amazing energy to set intentions under. Please do not let this energy pass you by. I wanted to pop on here really quickly. This was kind of impromptu, so I hope you got something from it. If you like this content, please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Sorry about the lighting and my son and what's the name. I told you this was just kind of impromptu. I just jumped on here and started talking because it was placed on my heart like that. So anyway, with that being said, that's all I got. I'm not going to stay on here too long. It's your girl, iilah Moon. Peace. Yeah.